The first episode of The Politicologist. I am The Politicologist, and we're going to be going over my electoral map for the 2020 race. As you can see here, I have marked off the solids, those who the states that I think will, no matter what, go to each presidential candidate. So right now, at the basics, we have 125 electoral votes for Donald Trump, 176 electoral votes for Joe Biden. And yeah, so let's just jump right into it. We're gonna go, I guess, from right to left. So in Maine, I'm gonna mark the state of Maine as likely for Joe Biden, and for Maine's second district, I'm gonna mark lean for Donald Trump though. And then in the state of New Hampshire, I'm going to mark it as a lean for Joe Biden. I think New Hampshire, Trump definitely has a chance there, but it looks like, in general, that Donald Trump will be performing worse in 2020 than he did in 2016. So it'll probably go even further for Joe Biden. And the state of Pennsylvania, I'd mark it the same, a lean for Vice President Joe Biden. Once again, I think he'll be able to pull this state off. In the state of Ohio, we're going to mark that as a likely state for Donald Trump. Donald Trump will most likely perform just as well, maybe a little bit worse in states of Ohio and Iowa, but I think both of these states will probably remain the same. In the state of Virginia, we're going to mark that a likely for Joe Biden. Joe Biden gets a likely in this state due to the fact that it's been going Democrat, it's been trending Democrat for the last 10 years, and once again, that same overall trend of the Democrats performing better in this election will probably hold true. Now, although that trend holds true, I do still believe that in the state of North Carolina, Donald Trump will win. That President Trump will win, because I don't see it flipping. It'll probably, in the end, stay there. We saw the North Carolina 9th still went for Donald Trump. The North Carolina 6th, I think it was, but the 9th and the 6th went to the Republicans in the special election last year. In Georgia, I'm going to mark it as a likely for Donald Trump, as I don't think a Democrat's going to win there for the next 4 to 8 years. It's not looking, the polls have still had Trump winning, and 2018 was just a wave year for the Democrats with high Democratic turnout. It doesn't necessarily mark anything for this midterm. Florida, I'm going to mark it as a lean for Donald Trump. Another state that I've seen trending red, and Donald Trump has a generally good approval there. Looks like he'll carry that state. Now, the state of Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Iowa. I'm going to mark Michigan as a lean for Vice President Joe Biden. Michigan, Trump got kind of lucky in Michigan, Wisconsin, with him getting about the same vote totals as Mitt Romney, but still winning because Hillary Clinton had such bad turnout. I think Joe Biden's turnout will be a little bit better than Hillary Clinton's, just because of the anti-Trump turnout will be, I think, a little bit higher. So with Michigan, I'm going to mark as lean for Joe Biden, and Wisconsin, I'm going to mark as lean for Joe Biden. And Minnesota, I'm going to mark as lean for Joe Biden as well, because I think all these states are probably going to trend a little bit more blue, and in Wisconsin, Michigan, will be enough to give it to Joe Biden. In Iowa, I'm going to mark this as a lean for Donald Trump. I don't see a way, really, where Joe Biden wins Iowa. I mean, Obama did, but once again, don't really see how that is going to happen. It looks like that'll maybe go less, because I think Donald Trump won it by something like 6 to 10 points in 2016, so he'll probably win it by something like 3 to 4 points. In the Nebraska 2nd District, I'm going to say likely for President Trump. Once again, it's not something I see happening. State of Texas, also likely for Donald Trump. Texas has been overhyped, same as Georgia. Ted Cruz still won there, and people paid attention only to the Ted Cruz race, but they didn't pay attention to the Greg Abbott race, where the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, won the state by 10%. Texas is not going to go Democrat, folks. I'm sorry to burst your bubble there. In the state of Colorado, the state of Colorado, likely for Joe Biden, and in the state of New Mexico, likely. Both these states trending blue. In Colorado, it's looking like they're probably going to stay blue. I mean, if Colorado goes red, then it's definitely going to be a landslide victory. If it's a landslide victory, Colorado could go red. Arizona, up north, that is a lean for Joe Biden. The polls there have been looking really positive for Joe Biden. Looks like the entire West is really trending Democratic. And in state of Nevada, we're going to go also a lean for Joe Biden. And our last state is the state of Oregon, which I will mark as a likely for Joe Biden. Definitely a strong likely there. If Trump wins Oregon, I mean, he'll have 350 electoral votes because it will be pretty far down the list. I mean, I could see him winning Colorado and not winning Oregon, obviously. But yeah, that's my electoral prediction for the date of May 26th, 2020. So come back, we're going to do a weekly video where we look over the changes, maybe even a poll, or so maybe even look over some polls in the next few days. But yeah, thank you for watching, and as always, come back next time.